Good morning, YouTube. The news just doesn't stop. We have more new reveals today, and this time it's got nothing to do with a Cyberstar. It's got nothing to do with Dawn of Majesty. It's another brand new set called Animation Chronicle. Now, the OCG get these expected in June this year. There are 5 cards per pack and 15 packs per box. Obviously, this is specific for the OCG, to keep that in mind. Contains 50 cards, 1 Prismatic Secret, 5 Ultras, 6 Supers, 9 Rares, 38 Commons. It introduces us to brand new support for, as you can see on the cover, Starving Venom cards, Utopia cards, and we also get the reveal of a brand new art type from the anime as well. So, massive shout out to Doll Daddy. As you can see, he's put all of these together. Alan Mack has produced the proxies as well, so keep those in mind. With all of that out of the way, please smash that like button, hit that notification bell so you do not miss out on any more news drops like this. Now let's go through the cards. So we start off with the Centaur Mina. Light attribute level 6 Beast Warrior fusion effect, attack 22, defense 16, 1 Light Warrior and 1 Beast Monster. So in that sense, it's slightly generic. Only use the first and second effect once per turn. During your main phase, you can special summon 1 level 2 or lower monster from your hand or graveyard. Once per turn, when your opponent activates a trap card during your turn, quick effect, you can negate the activation if you do set that card. Nice, it's got like a totally awesome built-in effect. If this card is sent to the graveyard as synchro material for a Wind Warrior monster, you can destroy 1 face-up monster on the field. Now, this card isn't a tuner, so you are going to need a tuner, and then we need a Wind Warrior monster. So maybe we'll be getting that soon. So the second part of this kind of, not art type, but the second part of that fusion is Horse of Floral Knights. Wind attribute level 3 beast effect, 400 attack, 800 defense. Only use the first effect to this card's name once per turn. If it is normal or special, you can add 1 light Noble Knight monster from your deck to your hand. Now, I don't know if this is a bad translation or what, but technically that would then allow you to search out any of the Noble Knights, which is kind of cool. Once per turn, you can fuse summon 1 fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as fusion material, including this card on the field. So, use this card. It searches you out a Noble Knight, which would be a Light Warrior, and then you can use this effect to summon this card. And then this card will allow you to try and bring back a level 2. But annoyingly, this is a level 3. So that's a shame. Would have been quite funny if it brought back its own effect. Then we move on to Noble Knight's Shield Bearer. Light attribute level 4. The chances are, I reckon the names are going to get changed. I don't reckon they'll be called Noble Knights. They might be called something else so that it can't just search out Noble Knight cards. You can only use the first and second effect once per turn. If it's normal or special, you get to banish a light monster from your graveyard and draw a card. You can banish this card from your hand or face-up field. Add 1 level 6 or lower Wind Beast monster from your deck to your hand. Kind of cool. Searchability. Noble Knight's Spearholder. So this is really kind of cool. This is where it gets involved with actual Noble Knights a little bit more as well. So only use the effect, first and second effect once per turn. Of course, this is level 2. If this card is normal or special, you can type 1 level 8 or lower monster you control until the end of until the end phase. Its name becomes Fleur Synchron. Also, it is treated as a tuner. There you go. Nice. Treat this card. Add 1 equip spell from your deck to your hand. Just add an equip spell. Any equip spell you want. So you can add the revival one, which so like DDR. You can add in Living Fossil. By using Living Fossil, you bring back a level 4. This can then be used to fuse into this. Synergy! And then we've got a Field Zone. So École des Hommes. Only uses first effect of this card once per turn. If the turn player summons exactly 1 monster, destroy that monster. And if you do, special summon 1 Mask token. To the destroyed monster's controller's field. Its attack becomes the attack and defense of the destroyed monster had on the field, but it cannot attack directly. It's a shame it's a once per turn, because if this face-up card leaves the field, destroy all Mask tokens. Because it would have been really funny if you either if this was every time they summoned, because then it means that all of their link monsters that need effect monsters are pretty much going, no, you can just have vanilla tokens. And then if you're able to like MST or destroy this yourself and then just nuke their entire board of tokens, that'd be quite funny. Soul Binding Gate. Field spell. Activate this card if you control no monsters and a set spell or trap you control was destroyed by card effect this turn. That's a horrible effect. During the main phase, if exactly one monster is summoned whose attack is lower than your life points and Z1 is in your graveyard, destroy that monster, and if you do, take 800 damage. Then inflict 800 damage to your opponent. Like, what? I mean, it's not hard once per turn, so that's interesting. But a lot of it's kind of like, really? That's quite a restricted kind of effect to use it. Anyway, let me get on to the new Utopia ZW support. So we've got ZW Slified Wing. Only control one Slified Wing per turn. Only control one Slified Wing. You can type one Utopia monster you control, equip this card from your hand or field to that target as an equipped spell that gives it 800 attack. What is it with 800 attack right now? Once per turn, if your opponent special summons a monster or monsters with an activated effect, you can make the equipped monster gain 1600 attack. If the equipped monster would activate its effect by detaching a material or materials, you can send this card to the graveyard instead of one of those materials. That's kind of cool. Zexal Catapult. You can only use this card's first and second effect once per turn. Special summon one ZW or ZS monster from your hand. Nice. Then if you control a Utopia monster, you can change the level of all face-up monsters you currently control to 4 or 5. If this card is in your graveyard, except the turn it was sent there, you can banish this card and one ZW or ZS monster from your graveyard. Then target one card your opponent controls and destroy it. Okay. Alright. ZS Auroboros Sage. When this card is normal summoned, you can special summon one non-light number monster from your graveyard. Okay, that's kind of cool. But its effects are negated, and if you do equip both this card and one Utopia monster you control the summoned monster as equipped spells, then give it 1700 attack, but you can only declare one attack this turn. Okay. A little bit underwhelming. When a monster this card is equipped to, by its own effect, declares an attack on an opponent's monster, you can make the attacking monster's current attack become doubled, but destroy it during the end phase. So basically, it's just a massive attack booster, in a sense. Now, this looks really cool. Leo Utopia Ray. This card's name is always treated as number C39 Utopia Ray. Requires 2, well, I'm believing it's 2 level 5. It doesn't really say on here. But I'm assuming it's just like 2 level 5 monsters. But I could be wrong. Once per turn, you can detach one material from this card, equip one ZW monster from your deck, or extra deck to this card as if it were equipped by its own effect. This activation and effect cannot be negated. That's cool. Once per turn, while this card is equipped with a ZW monster card, a quick effect, you can target one effect monster your opponent controls and negate its effects, and if you do, its current attack becomes half. That's also pretty cool. Actually, this is probably the best card we've seen. Like, I really like that. I'm going to see... Let me see if Alan Max got the translation for this one. I don't think he does. No. That's a shame. Otherwise, I could have checked it out to see if it was like 2 level 5s or however it kind of utilizes itself. But regardless, I hope this is kind of like giving you a bit of information on that. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think they're better or worse than the new cyber support we got yesterday? I mean, not that it was too hard to beat the cyber support we got yesterday, but I kind of like some of it. I love the idea behind it. It would be interesting to see if they still remain as Noble Knights, so it can then still technically be used to... So I'm not sure how much actual synergy it will have with Noble Knights, but it's kind of nice if it does synergize with that set, so you can with that art type, so you can kind of search it. It'd be kind of cool. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. Till next time, guys. As absolutely always, stay safe. Oh, and stay tuned for our Ghost from the Past opening, which will be coming out tomorrow as well. But as absolutely always, guys, stay safe and happy dueling.